is Morgan, and welcome to my channel, Actualized AF, where we talk all things designing the life you want through lifestyle, home, travel, career, productivity, just everything. And I'm so excited to share parts of my life with you and finally start this journey that I've wanted to do for so long, which is YouTube. I am so excited to finally be starting my channel. I've wanted to do this literally for a decade, and if I'm going to talk actualization, I might as well actualize one of my greatest dreams, which is to start a YouTube channel and create a community of people who are just out here living and getting it and actualizing their greatest dreams and becoming the best versions of themselves. Whatever that looks like for you. So welcome. And in this video, I am going to go through my camera roll and take a look at some pictures from the past literally 10 years and look at like what events have defined my life and what experiences I've done in order to actualize the life that I'm currently living, and how I have already laid the foundation to actualize the next chapter, honey, the next version of Morgan. So today I'd like to get ready into this look. It's just basic makeup, nothing special, but, and of course, this is not going to be a makeup tutorial, but I just wanted to show you how I get ready on a regular basis. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching, honey. Bam. So without further ado, darling, I'm going to do my makeup, and I have some new makeup here that I literally bought last week. Not because I don't do my makeup, but because I was like, wait, in this elevated version of myself, I really want to have signature products. I want to have signature. I just want to know which products I'm going to, and I want to test out the waters to see what works best for me. And I've been using the same makeup for forever, the same brands at least for forever. And right now, I just want to just try new things. Starting with makeup, starting with YouTube, starting with everything. Just get in there and try. So that's my first piece of advice. So I'm going to start off with a primer. It's the Power Grip Primer. And yeah, I've only been using this one for a little bit of time. Again, this is not a tutorial, so this is what I'm using. But usually people ask me, what do I do? And I say, me too. What I ask myself, no, I am a learning experience designer. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh. I'm a learning experience designer, so I design learning experiences. So I design courses that are sold to university partners. And oh my God, how do I describe my job? I design tech courses. So I design courses that teach people how to code in the programming language Python, specifically for data analytics, so that they can learn coding, learn data analytics, and get a job in their field. So I have to work with data analysts. What's that word again? I work with data analysts to basically learn data analytics, put it into a course, a teachable moment, and then after we design the course, and I put it into a learning management system, like a learning platform, then we sell the courses to universities, and we work with university partners to administer the courses. I wasn't always a learning experience designer. I actually started my career as a teacher, a classroom teacher. I taught English to speakers of other languages. And that brings me to my next point, which was I lived in Korea. South Korea, honey. Yes. But before I go into that, I'm going to put on some foundation. Finally, you're like, finally, this girl's getting to the damn makeup. But I'm going to put on some foundation. This is Estée Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. And this is actually my first time using it, so I hope all goes well, honey. But I used to use Lancome, used to meaning last week. But ever since I went to the makeup counter, I've gotten some new things that I'm really excited to try out. Um, and yeah, so oh my gosh. The one thing that I don't like about this, Jesus, is that it doesn't have a pump. So it's like, all can break loose. Um, all right. But this is supposed to be really good foundation, so we shall see. But yeah, I lived in Korea. Oh my God, I love it. And okay, my foundation might not match with my body, and I'll tell you why. It's because I went to Mexico a few weeks ago, and honey, I laid out in the sun. Okay. I was out and about. I lived my best life. Okay, I'm not sure how long this is gonna last me. Sheesh. Um, okay. Well, I'm just gonna go like this actually. Yeah, so I was out and about, and I'm not exactly sure if this is gonna match, but you know what? We still alive. So yeah, I lived in Korea um for 2 years, and I was teaching English to elementary school students, and I taught at two different um elementary schools. And I loved it. It was literally the best time in my life. Well, some of the best years in my life. I've had some pretty good years, and Korea was up there. Um, Korea is wild. Let me tell you. I was not expecting to have that much fun, but honey, it's fun. It's turnt. It's live. Um, and it's just because like there's so many expats, expatriates, that means people from other countries, darling, that came to relocate and live there. And there's so many expats. There's the military is over there. A lot of military people come to live there. So, honey, I literally thought that I was in Atlanta half the time because it was just so much fun just going to the clubs and living your best life in Korea. And yeah, I lived there for 2 years. So I lived in a town called Jochiwan, which is about an hour and a half south of Seoul. So like every weekend, me and my friends would go up to Seoul to just have the best time ever. Um, and that was really like living in Korea. I've traveled before overseas, but living in Korea, when you go at 22 years old and you're just like, wow, like I can go across the world and live my best life, and I can be independent. Like that was really the gateway. It was like the gateway drug that opened the door for me and really was just like, wow, Morgan, like you really can live the life you want. Um, so I loved Korea. And if you want to learn more about my life in Korea or just like what it means to move abroad, what it takes, and some of the stuff that you should be aware of when you move abroad, let me know because I can let you know, honeys. Um, but yeah, so I taught in Korea for 2 years. It was really turned, honey. Would I go back? I would go back to visit, but not to live. I think that that time in my life was reserved for a specific, like 22-year-old version of Morgan, where she just is, yeah. And it was so much fun. But right now, like I'm just at a different place in my life where I just want different things. But I have a special place in my heart for Korea always. And it was so much fun. I loved it. Yes. But while I was there, I realized, okay, this is the life for me. I can go. travel. I can go meet new people from different parts of the world. I said, I want to continue doing this. So while I was there, I did two things. I went backpacking across Southeast Asia. That still blows my mind. For 4 months, I was traveling Southeast Asia by myself. I don't know how my mother did not have a panic attack. I don't know how I didn't. Like, I think back and I'm just like, you really like were traveling out here by yourself. And yes, I was. I was like literally hopping from country to country by myself. But it's okay because that was the backpacker's lifestyle. But I I backpacked Southeast Asia. I went everywhere. I was in Thailand. Thailand was like my backyard. I lived there for like, or I didn't live there. I went there. I visited there like probably like three times. Vietnam, Malaysia. I was in and out of Malaysia. I was in Sri Lanka, Australia, Japan, which brings me to my next point after this. But hold on. Yeah, I was everywhere. So Korea, living there allowed me to explore different parts of Southeast Asia and just gain an independence that I'm like really excited that I was able to experience because again, it laid the foundation for how I live my life now. So I lived in Korea. I went backpacking. And also, while I was in Korea, I realized, okay, wait, honey, this is the life for me. I want to continue to travel. I want to continue like just living my best life. So I was like, okay, I want to get better jobs in teaching English so that I can go different places around the world. So I decided to get my first master's in my master's degree in teaching English to speakers of other languages from USC, honey, University of Southern California. Fight on, Trojans. I never represent really USC because um, I went to Penn State before that. My undergrad is from Penn State, and you know how Penn State is, honey. We are, and we ride. So it's been like tricky for me to like adopt such a school spirit for USC, but I did go there. And I got my first master's, and that just opened the door for like different opportunities, not just with teaching, but with facilitating workshops, with um, speaking. I had like speaking engagements around the world in places like Peru and da da da. So it was so much fun. Um, to just get to level up in my career by getting a master's degree and then having so many opportunities pour in. Um, so yeah, I realized, listen, I love just bopping around the world, honey, living my best life. So after I got my master's from USC, I taught a little bit at a university. I taught at the university level and I was like teaching students who, oh my, I'm like literally not doing my makeup because I'm in it, honey. Oh, by the way, I'm using this for the very first time. This is the Brow Glue by NYX. And I've seen this on TikTok and honey, it has been sold out at my local Targets. But then when I saw it at my local Target, I was like, I need it. I need that. So, and I was about to buy like five of these, but then I was like, wait a minute, let me just test it out because if it's better than my edge control, because usually I just use edge control on my brows to get them in formation. If it's better than my edge control, then I'm gonna stick by it. I'm gonna stick by it. But if it's not, I'm gonna have to toss it. But yeah, I'm just using a spoolie and I bought these literally. I was like, because I use spoolies for my eyebrows and my lashes to put on my lattice every night, which I don't know if it works yet because I've only been using it for a month. But these spoolies, I got them from Amazon, and I literally got 300 because I use them every time I do my eyebrows. So there's that. Let's see what this is hitting for. Let me put a little bit of color on first. Ooh. Let me put a little bit of color on first, darling. So yeah, I came home, I taught at the university level, and then I got bored. And one thing about me is I don't get bored easily, but I just have an itch to do something different. I have an itch to travel. I got an itch to just live this thing called life, honey. So that is what I did. And then I moved to Tokyo. What in the hell? Okay, one thing about my eyebrows is like take I don't take them too seriously. And that is how I get the look that I want. Usually people like start with their eyebrows and then they do this and they do that. Honey, I haven't gotten my eyebrows waxed in about since 2017, maybe. And that is what, oops. Oh my God. That is what has allowed me to just have this like little furry type of vibration. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that because that is I just want to just have a natural look. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to do too much. Um and that's the vibe that I like. That's the vibe that I have, darling. So where was I? I lived in Japan. I moved there. Oh, okay. Hmm. Is it better than my edge control? I don't know yet. Ooh. This is pulling. This is pulling out. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna love it. And then what I do is I just go like this and smooth out the ends. And honey, again, like I said, I don't do too much. Because when I start to do too much, that's when I don't look like me. The best me is natural. The best me is fluffy eyebrows and just living my best life, not too made up. Because that's when I'm like, Morgan, who is that? Who is that in pictures? And then I look back and I'm just like, oh no, that's not the vibration. That's not the vibration that I want. So this is where I'm at. So, like I mentioned, I lived in Tokyo. I lived in Tokyo for 20 years. Jesus. Jesus. I lived in Tokyo for 2 years. 2 years, not 20. And I lived in like the city of Tokyo, which to me right now still is crazy that I like had the opportunity to live in the city of Tokyo for years. And some people like dream of Tokyo being their like vacation destination for like a week. But I had the opportunity to live there for 2 years and I'm so grateful. But it was, again, a time of my life. My partner and I, we moved over and we just had a life of our own. He played basketball and he just had basketball friends. And I was going around, going to stores, going shopping, going to the gym. Like I had a legitimate life in Tokyo. And we used to go camping. We used to have parties. He used to throw events. Like it was just so much fun living there. And I'm so glad that I had that experience again to live somewhere else, but also to live in a place like Tokyo where just the vibe is crazy, the style is crazy, and just everything is just so inspiring. And I was inspired myself when I started living there because I was just like, okay, I can see the woman that I want to become. I can see like the style that I want to have. And that was really the first time that I like stepped into me being me. And I was just like, I don't care what anyone else thinks. Like I'm going to try out a new style. I'm going to try out who I want to be and who I actually am. And honey, it was a hit. hit after hit after hit. And I'm so glad that I'm so glad that I took advantage of that opportunity to like, I'm so glad that I not only took advantage of the opportunity because I was in Tokyo, but just I'm glad that I was inspired to be the person that I want to be. Um, so environment matters. Like if you're not inspired in the environment that you currently live in, leave. Become inspired, honey. And that was my goal is when I moved to Tokyo, it wasn't, you know, oh, to have some cultural experience. No, it was I'm bored and I want to be inspired by life again. And I got up and I moved there for 2 years, and it inspired me to like look at myself in a new way and figure out what I want out of life and really like be able to live life, experience life, and also reflect on life, which is really, really a cool experience. So, like I said, I really honed my style when I was in Tokyo, and I loved it. Oh my God. Mm, I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it a little bit more than I have in the past, like ever. Um, but yeah, I honed my style when I was in Tokyo. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I might have to go back to my powder that I literally have had for years. But ooh, I love it. I do love it. Um, I'll go back. But I realized like I'm a streetwear girly, an elevated streetwear girly. I love elevated streetwear. I love thrifting. I love finding good finds that are like, wow, she's wearing that. And to me, that like makes me excited. Like finding good thrift store finds. It just excites me in a way where it's just like, wow, it's like a thrill. Yeah, I was really honing on my style. I was going to thrift shops. I was trying new things. Honey, I even tried on a purple wig and I loved it. And I was like, I love this style. I love being like a Maximus girl. I love surprising people. I just love surprising myself with just things that people want to try, but they're too scared. And I'm just like, "Ah, I could pull that off. I'm gonna wear it." So I was able to really hone that style when I was in Tokyo. And yeah, it was so much fun. It was literally so much fun for me. Like I really enjoyed it. And I just realized that I did not put any concealer on before I put on this damn contour, but whatever. I let y'all know. I let y'all know that I am not like out here trying to be a makeup guru. I got this Born This Way. That's not cute. Born This Way, multi-use sculpting concealer, and I guess everyone raves about this. But it's my first time trying it, so we shall see. I was really able to experiment with my style, and now I'm experimenting even more. But I have more of a foundation and a base that will has allowed me to just understand like who I'm trying to be in this elevated version of myself, and what kind of style, what kind of message I'm trying to share with the world. And that is just embrace who you are. Just do you. And if you want to try something, just try it. Like be a maximalist if you want to. Be just be whoever you want. Um oh my God, something is happening out there. What is happening out there? Just be who you want to be, and let that simmer with the world. Honey, you don't have to think on it. Just be who you want to be and have the style that you want to have. I feel like I could do a little bit more. I feel like this isn't like stand it doesn't stand out as much as I want it to. Maybe it's the I could do a lighter color, but I do like the consistency. I like the makeup of it. So we will keep trying, darling. But yeah, be who you want to be. Period. And that's on period. Um, oh my God. Wow. I love this. Wow. Oh man. No wonder they rave about it. It just gives me a nice glow that I've never really had before. Wow. It gives me a glow. It gives me a glow, honey, and I'm loving it. Darling, darling, darling. Um, enough of that. And part of my style has been embracing my natural hair that um has just come to be a part of like who I am and my style. Um, of course, this is not my hair. Duh. If you didn't know, I actually braided this like a month ago, and I need to take them out, but we're here now, so whatever. But yeah, I went natural in 2009. Summer of 2009, I went natural. I just cut my hair. Not just like shaved it off, but I cut my hair, like I cut the perm off of my hair. And it wasn't really a journey for me. Like people have like natural hair journeys, but honestly, okay, I'm still recording. It wasn't really a journey for me because it's just something that I just did and just went with. Like I just had my products from when I started, which I am grateful that I started off with products that work for me. And I've just had those products ever since. So, yeah, since 2009, I've been a natural girly. And I could do some hair tutorials, honey, because not really. Again, with this tutorial, what is a tutorial? I can I'm really excited to share with you like how I style my whole like feeling about myself based on like the look, the vibe, the feel, the hair, the makeup, the everything. Um and once I wear my hair out, honey, Morgan has come alive. So I while I loved these braids and I still do. I did them myself. So I'm gonna wear them for as long as I can. But I am excited to like get back to my natural hair routine, my wash routine, and to wear my hair out more regularly, which is a goal of mine. Why couldn't I think of that word? I don't even know. So when I'm natural, I usually like wear my hair in braids, like with my own hair. I just braid my hair and just rock it. Cause honey, no, ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for like redoing your hair 24/7, rewashing it. So I just wear my hair in my regular braids. My wash day braids are a look. I make it a look. And yeah, when I want to wear my hair out in a fro, then I do that. Shameless plug. If you're not following me on Instagram, my Instagram is Mo with the Fro. That's my personal Instagram. And then my lifestyle design tips are actualized AF. Hit that follow button right now. Pause, and follow me. Okay. I'm going to keep going because like this is going to be a 10,000-minute video and we don't want that unless you do, darling. So when I was in Japan, I got really into, yeah, I, as much as I try to like this because it's Fenty and everybody's like, Fenty! It's too dry for me. And I just can't. I can't. And then you have to use like too much product to make this work, at least for me. So I love it. It's like a good base for contour, but it's not my favorite. I literally have had this for years. It's probably expired. I have no clue like where it's from. The stickers fell off, But honey, this color to die for. It works for me. So when I was in Japan, like I said, I had a really great lifestyle. And that's when I got really into fitness. And I went to the gym like every single day. And I'm the kind of person that's like, wait, what's the most extreme thing that I could do? Which sucks at times, but it's helpful at times because it got me into the best shape of my life. So when I was over there, I was like, wait, I want to train for something major. Like a marathon is good. A marathon is like crazy, but what's crazier than that? And so I decided to do a triathlon, not just any triathlon, of course. I decided to do the Ironman. Where do I get these ideas? Like for real, where do I get these ideas? But I decided to do an Ironman triathlon, which, if you don't know, is like one of the most difficult triathlons. Um, and extreme like endurance events ever. It is a 2.4 mile swim, 112-mile bike ride, and then a full marathon, which is 26.2 miles in one day. And so I decided to train for that. And so that's when I got in the best shape of my life. That's when fitness became like a huge thing for me. I did a lot of triathlons in between, like, in order to train up to the Ironman. Um, that is a story in and of itself because I started training for the Ironman in 2018, or maybe 2019, maybe 2018. So 2018, I was like getting into fitness heavy, just going to the gym. And then I think maybe at the end of 2018, it was like, I'm going to do an Ironman. Like crazy me. And then I went and started training for the Ironman a lot in 2019 and 2020. And of course, we all know what happened in 2020. So that like elongated my training period to they rescheduled the Ironman triathlon for like 20. Oh my God, when did I do it? 2021. Yeah, in 2021. I like completely forgot when I did it. I need to do something with my face because like I'm sitting here with looking like a panda. Panda. I'm just gonna use some liquid liner. I like never wear eyeliner anymore, but I'm just gonna do it now. So hold on. Is this the liner that I normally use? Hmm. Honey, how'd she get it on the first try? Watch. Honey, I have no clue how that happened. Usually it takes me like two tries, but whatever. We're here. We're in the middle of it and we're just embracing life and I love it. So, um, next I'm gonna go in with Rare Beauty. This is incredible blush. It's the Encourage. Could not read that word. It's the Encourage blush, and I love this. It's like a little light pink, like a flush. Yeah, so I was training for the Ironman for OMG. I just recorded. But my camera ran out of battery, or not battery, like storage. So I don't know where we last left off, but essentially I did the Ironman in 2021. I did not finish, which is totally fine with me because at that point, after 3 years of intense training for one of the most extreme sports in the game, I was done. I was like, just get me off of this bike. So I did the 2.4 mile swim, and then I did the 112-mile bike ride. But I didn't finish the bike in time to start the run, the full marathon run, which is totally fine with me because by that time my feet were donezo from being in those pedals. So yeah, I did the Ironman, but so glad that I did because it laid I'm just checking to see if like this is still recording. It laid the foundation for the person that just somebody who continuously, creates routines and habits for themselves to be successful in life, waking up early, eating healthy, having a routine. I mean, all of that. It was just like, I'm grateful for that experience, even though I didn't even get the medal. I've gotten tons of other medals from other triathlons, other half marathons, other races that, I'm glad that I did all of those like in between things to get to the Ironman, realize that it wasn't for me, and then just keep on moving. Yeah, like I said, I took a year-long break after Ironman just to get back to who I was and who I am currently. But after like such intense training, I just like needed a break. So I took that, and much deserved, much needed. Like I just needed to clear my mind. I'm like traumatized that like this will stop recording. Um, but yeah, so I did the Ironman, but before I did the Ironman, and by the way, I'm gonna finish my mascara. I did that like in our little break from recording. But I'm using this Lancome Idol mascara. It's actually really good. I really like it. It's my first time using it. But of course, this is already dried, so we're gonna use. Oh my God, I really like this. Um, so yeah. Oh my God. Before I came home from Japan, I was like thinking about what I want to do in life and like the woman I want to become, and I realized I wanted to work in tech to make more money and just like have more opportunities. And I wanted to go like full time in learning design because I had been doing like contract work in learning design, but I wanted to be a full time designer so I could work remotely, work in tech, and work from anywhere in the world. So I decided to apply to Harvard and I got in. And while I was in Japan, I literally used every single Saturday to apply to Harvard and get my like study for the GRE and yes, do the application, like write the essay, do all of the things. So I did that. And I ended up getting accepted to Harvard. So, which is like still all this stuff that I'm saying is like still crazy to me. But again, I just want to like emphasize the point that like you literally could actualize anything in your life. Like if you want something, you can take the steps and set the foundation for your life to actualize anything. So what I did in Japan was I set the foundation for studying for the GRE, for doing the application, and just like becoming the person that I would need to be in order to be successful in that sort of space. So yeah, once I got accepted, I moved back from Japan and I moved to Cambridge, Massachusetts, honey. It was cold as HE double hockey sticks, but we survived. And I lived like the town over from Cambridge, and I would take in the bus every single day and go to class. It was honestly the best year of my life. And if you want more info, you can get that, but you can get that later or soon, or just comment down below what kinds of questions you have about like my experience at Harvard.
But it was so much fun. And that's like not what people say when they say that they graduated from Harvard, maybe. But I had the time of my life. Like, I was really enjoying meeting so many new people, experiencing so many new things, learning about new technology. Like, I was learning so much. So, because I was a sponge that year, honey, I decided to go full force in learning design. And from there, I just was able to apply to different careers in tech, and, or not in tech yet. I was just applying for like learning design. So I became a learning designer at a university. And then I moved into tech. Yeah. So after I finished Harvard, I decided I wanted to buy a house, because I was like looking at all of the different places I could go in the world. I was like, okay, I can't afford this. I can't afford this. I can't do this. I can't do that. So I just made a list of all of the things that I wanted out of the next chapter of my life and out of a house. And I applied for, and not applied, I like found a realtor, and I found a house, which is where I'm living now. And I bought a house. Me and my partner bought a house, and now we live in Atlanta. And life in Atlanta is, it's it's so much fun. It's wild. It's insane. I miss being overseas, but at the same time, it's like so much fun to like have this house and have these experiences living in Atlanta with a whole bunch of Black people, and just being out here and really experiencing like a new chapter of life. So that's been really exciting for me. Okay, I'm like traumatized. Um, but that's been really exciting for me. And now, yep, living in Atlanta, working in tech.
Yeah, so I'm in Atlanta now, and I'm super excited to just continue living out my best life. I'm super excited to get to know more people and um, continue to travel. I have a whole bunch of trips planned for 2023. I'm so excited to share that. So excited to share how I set up the foundation for those trips. Excited to spend more time with friends. Excited to um, just be myself. I'm excited to be myself. I think that's what I'm most excited for. Um, but yeah, if you're interested in following along for all my adventures, I'm not even done. I'm not even done my makeup. I still have, let me just do my lips really quick. But I'm gonna wipe off the chapstick. But yeah, I have a whole bunch of adventures planned for the rest of 2023 that I'm super excited about. And honey. Huh. Yeah, I've just got some trips planned that I'm really excited about. Sorry, and that was NYX Downtown Beauty lip liner. And then I'm gonna use the KKW Beauty. I don't even know what number this is. I have no, it's like, it's off. It's gone. So just a little bit. Yeah, so I've got some really fun trips planned, both overseas and in the country, in the US of A. And I'm really excited to share that part of my life with you. Um, what else? What else, honey? But yeah, follow me for more exciting times. Follow me for more exciting adventures and just like different things that you want to see. And if you want to see anything more, then just put it down below, because I want all the ideas. Definitely gonna do a glam room tour of this room that I'm in here that I have, like, it's literally my baby project because the amount of times that I've changed this room around is insane, but I think I got like right the right balance. A few things are changing, as you can see back there. Some things need to change, but whatever. Videos coming out about that. I'm a Notion addict, and if you don't know, Notion is like a productivity tool that I am literally addicted to. So I'll show you how I set up my Notion, and how I just remain productive, and just how I cultivate a life that I love. OMGZ, I did not, what am I doing? See, you're distracting me. Stop it. I forgot my favorite part, which is my highlight, honey. And I know like people don't use highlight anymore. And I didn't put any powder on, which I might do that. I might. Let me go ahead and do that. This powder I've been using for like forever. Laura Mercier Medium Deep. Yeah, it's like a staple that literally everybody uses. So it's nothing importante. No es importante. Oh, honey. She bangs, she bangs. Ooh, baby, she moves, she moves. Honey. The dream. The dream, darling. The best part of it all. And I stopped, it's a habit, but I stopped putting it here because it makes me look a little bit bigger than I want to look. But honey, and my like style is more of like a bronzed mommy. Honey, let me give the people. So I know that was a lot, but I just wanted to introduce myself, and so that we all can create a community and just help each other out, be the best versions of ourselves. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.